spiritual needs. Now, this is not new. Hello lovely souls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for giving me a precious time, and as we are on the journey to discover what we found in my psychology research about having the impact of spirituality on workspace, this is episode 2 in which I will be telling you what's the relation between spirituality and work relations. Now you must have seen people say if you become spiritual you might be a monk, or you might disconnect with people, or you're just in your own zone. No. If you practice spirituality, you develop better relations at work, with yourself, others, everywhere. Your relations will change, they will improve, they will become better. So this myth that if you're spiritual you will distance yourself from the world, that's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna base it on the research and studies and not about my own experience, but I just discuss my own experience as well. So according to my research, I found the study from Fernandez and colleagues in 2018, and they found that every individual needs relations at 3 levels. 1, intrapersonal, 2, interpersonal, and 3, on the organizational level. Now this is very interesting because when we talk about relations, we never differentiate. Relations are relations, isn't it? But that's not the case. We have different kind of relations at different level with different people. We all have heard that, human being is a social animal, we all need to be together and stuff like that. But in today's world, everyone is facing anxiety issues. There are, so many struggles in your head all the time. You're lonely, you're living away from home. There are so many factors which interrupts your healthy relationships with others. You're stuck in a house, especially after COVID. You know how lonely people have felt. They have gone depressed, severe traumas, severe anxiety. So can spirituality play a role here? Let's see. As Fernandez and colleagues said, that you need to have these relations. Need is the key here, that it's very hard to live alone. One relation is with yourself. So it is important that you really have a good relation with your own self. Second, with others. Now it can be your family members, your friend circle, everywhere. Third is the organization, the company you're working for, or if you're a professor, the university you're working for, the college you're working for. Are you happy in a good relation with their policies, with their structure, with the organization, with your seniors? This is very important. So now, coming back to my question, can spirituality play a role in these relations, in these work relations? Let's find out. In the same research that I just mentioned of Fernandez and colleagues in 2018, they also said that every individual has separate spiritual needs. So it cannot be same for everyone. And I discussed in my last episode as well that every individual has their own journey, has their own experiences. So their spiritual needs will be different as well. Now it is based on many things. It is based on beliefs, your values, your ethics, your life experiences, where you are at the moment. Are you living alone? Are you living with the family? Is your workplace nice? Is it not nice? What are the difficulties? So many things. But are you mentally and physically healthy? Now that plays a very important role deciding what your spiritual needs are. So every individual have separate spiritual needs and a separate journey. So you need to figure out what are your needs. First, figure them out. Make a chart that, okay, how is my relationship with myself? Is it good? Do I say, oh, I love myself? Whenever I wake up, I'm like, oh, what a lovely day. I love myself. Do you say that? Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with how you are? Make a table, pin it down, and say yes or no. Today, right now rather, if you have a pen and paper, do it. Second, your relationships with your family. Take a pen and paper and see, am I okay with my mom, my dad, my husband, my partner, my boyfriend, my girlfriend? Yes, no, yes, no. Make a note of it, because becoming aware is a part of becoming spiritual. Do that, because in order to understand your relations, you should know where you are instead of just like going with the flow. Third is organizational relations, your work relations. See, are your colleagues cooperative? Are they, having a healthy bond with you? Are your office policies good? Are you respected? Are you valued? Do you have like dignity in what you do? All those in a list, in a table, and then tick, cross, tick, cross. Now, once you're done with this, you have a proper image, a proper chart of what kind of relations are you holding. Now, once you have it, start your spiritual journey. This is very important. When I say spiritual journey, I want you to remember, as I mentioned in my first video as well, on this particular research, that spirituality means different to different people. You decide what connects you to yourself. For example, I meditate every day. So you can try meditating, try working out, exercise, yoga, breathing exercises, or art, listening music, anything that connects you to yourself. Do that, and you will see that eventually you will have a different kind of column in these particular relations on your chart. You will see eventually your relations are improving. You're not doing anything, like you're not putting in any particular efforts, you're not like doing any hard work. No, you are just focusing on yourself, just being happy, finding that peace and calm in one activity a day. That is your spirituality, that is your spiritual practice. Once you start practicing it, eventually these things will turn. Now, this is not what I am saying, these are all research and studies, and I found another research in which it says that when you are practicing spirituality, you become more cooperative, you understand others, you try to grow together. And who doesn't want that? Especially, I also like, when I was doing this research, I found that many companies around the world these days, what they're trying to do is they're trying to incorporate spiritual practices in their own work culture. So, just ask yourself, does your company or college or university, are they having any yoga sessions or, exercise sessions, meditation sessions? Because people are understanding the value of it. Because if their colleagues, they are like, happy or at calm, they will have good relations with each other. They will cooperate with each other. They will have good relations with the clients. What else does a company want? Apart from the skills, that's a different thing. But spirituality and work relations, they really are directly proportional. And again, it's not me, it's the research and the studies that I found during my journey when I was conducting my research. Now, there was another thing that I found, that spirituality affects your attitude at work. When I say attitude, you have to be really chirpy, happy, upbeat, not like Mr. Bean, like who's just like hopping around. No, just in your own zone, in your own world. That's a good thing. I mean, it's okay. But in society, you need to be like talking to others, have a happy mood, because your vibe affects others. The kind of aura you carry affect others. And there is a proof, like when you are tired, exhausted, and you're walking on the street and a stranger passes by and just smiles at you, you smile back, don't you? Like, you might have a different example from your own life experience, but I always, like, if I'm just exhausted and just walking back home and a stranger just smiles at me, I smile back. So there is reciprocity. You always reciprocate what is given to you. So, as I always say, give it whatever you want to receive. So if you want good relations, if you want people to cooperate, if you want people to help, if you want people to understand you, give it first. Understand them. Try to be cooperative. Now you must be like, our head always plays with us that, okay, I can be spiritual. What if the other person is not spiritual? Well, as I said, focus on yourself, because the kind of energy and aura you will radiate will change the other person too. And it's not like, well, I tried it for 4 days, it didn't change. It is for you, not the other person, not everyone else. It is for you. So as I have shown you a bit of examples and what the studies are there in place right now that says that spirituality will uplift your work relations, your relationship with yourself and with your organization and your personal life, everywhere, why not to give it a shot, right? Start practicing today. Like, try different things, whatever you want, try whatever you feel like. Google it. Many people do drawing, many people take a flower and focus on it. There are so many kind of ways to focus, so many kind of ways to be at calm, to connect with yourself. Find that out, what works for you, and start the journey today, and then we'll see how it goes and we'll discuss it. For today, that's the episode in which I have told you that the spirituality connects like work relations. I'll be coming up next time with another dimension of our work life that is connected to spirituality, and we will start again, begin, follow with the journey of my research of psychology. I'll see you guys again soon. Till then, take care. Bye.